All right, y'all. This is mindfulness meditation, short and simple. This is the meditation that gets you astral projections. This meditation grows the part of the brain that enables you to have astral projections. Okay? How do you do this meditation? You do it by concentrating on stuff. Okay? So you can either concentrate on a sound, it can be the sound of a fan in your room. You could put rain sounds on YouTube and you could listen to particular raindrops that are hitting the ground. You can listen to the sound of your own breath. It doesn't matter what you listen to as long as you focus on it. Now, when you're focusing on the sound, you're going to have thoughts that enter your head. So, say you just focus on the sound of a fan or your breath. Within about, on average, for the normal person, about 3 seconds, you're going to have thoughts start to come into your head. The whole point of the meditation is to refocus your attention back on the sound as strong as you can and focus as long as you can, and then you're going to have another thought pop in your head after 3 seconds. Now, what's going to happen is as you keep doing this cycle of a thought popping in your head and then you going back to the sound, as you keep doing this part of the brain is going to start to get blood flow in it. It's going to start to get warmed up, and you're going to start to be able to concentrate for longer periods of time and hold back these intrusive thoughts that are going to pop in your head. Okay, this type of meditation could be done multiple ways. You can imagine an infinity sign in your imagination, just going in a loop, an infinity sign like this. You could think about this and try to concentrate on the visual image of that in your head and just keep focusing on that. And then a thought pops in your head and you go, nope, you block it and keep focusing on the infinity thing. That's one way you could do it. You can imagine that you're, sitting on a beach somewhere, with a sunset. You can pay attention to sensations in your body, like feelings in your body, like pay attention to your arm and see how your arm feels. Now, there's all these different ways that you can train this part of the brain, but there are ways that are more pleasurable or just easier to do. And that, for me personally, is focusing on a sound. I like listening to the sound of a fan. I have a fan in my room, and when I concentrate on the sound of that fan, and then 3 seconds intrusive thought pops up, block it out. After you meditate for about 10 minutes and you get blood flow in the brain and stuff like that, you'll be able to concentrate for maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and like you're focusing, but you're actively blocking out intrusive thoughts as you're focusing. So you'll be able to hold it for about 10, 15 seconds. Now, after you meditate like that, and you want to do this every night, you could do it throughout the day, but you really want to do it in one session for 30 minutes. So you don't want to do it like 1 minute here and then wait 2 hours and do it another minute. You want to do it in one session like a workout, okay? Because in that first minute, you're going to be cold. And then after 5 minutes, you're going to have, there's going to start to be blood flow, extra blood flow going to that part of the brain. Literally blood flow with neurotransmitters and stuff like that. So you really want to do it in one single session so you can get it warmed up just like a muscle. You don't want to go heavy on that first set. Now the heavy reps, like a workout for meditation, are going to be these 10 to 15-second concentration holds. So in the beginning, before you're warmed up, you can only do it for 3 seconds. After you're warmed up, you could do it 10, 15 seconds. Now, after you keep meditating every day for 30 minutes a day, the way that you'll know it's working is your maximum focus times where you can concentrate without a thought popping into your head will go from 15 seconds to 30 seconds to a minute. And then if you just continue this and you keep doing this 30 minutes a day, you can get it to the point where you can concentrate for 5 minutes without a single thought entering your head. And beyond that, you can go to 10 minutes and monks have stated that they can go into trance-like states where their mind is empty and they're in the present moment for hours at a time. Okay, so just think about the potential you have to grow this part of the brain. If you don't meditate, you're all the way down here at, 3 to 5 seconds, especially with social media and all this stuff stealing our attention. We're all the way down here in the gutter at 3 to 5 seconds of pure concentration ability. Now, as it goes on, goes to a minute, 5 minutes, your waking life starts to change. Not just being able to do astral projections, but your life in general will change from doing this. You'll have more emotional control. You'll be less reactive. There's a lot of things about it, but you got to be disciplined because if say you train for a week and you get to 30 seconds, if you stop training, you're gonna go right back to 3 seconds again. You got to keep going 30 seconds, and then 4 weeks you get to a minute, and then maybe 3 months you could do it for 5 minutes. And it's something that you got to keep going. Now, the further down this progress you get, the more likely your brain is going to have astral projections. Stop thinking of having an astral projection as something that you do on purpose when you lay in bed when you're awake. Stop thinking about it like that. Think about it more like you're training your brain, and then you just go to sleep. You don't try to do any type of techniques. Just do the meditation every day and just go to sleep. And then eventually you're going to start having them happen without you even trying. Okay, that's how you want to do it. It's called mindfulness meditation. You know it's working if you notice that day to day you're able to hold that concentration longer. And again, like I said, you could focus on any sound you want as long as when the thought starts to pop in your head, you block it out, you go no, and you focus back on the sound. And then your mind will start to focus, will start to drift off again. You pull it back to the sound, hold it as long as you can, it drifts off again, pull it back to the sound, and you keep doing that for a total time of 30 minutes. Okay? So it's 30 minutes of just concentrating and then pulling it back in, and then it drifts off and pull, and then set your stopwatch, meditate, keep doing that. Once your stopwatch hits 30 minutes, stop, and then just you can relax after that point.